Crime rates are higher in Britain's cities and towns than they are in the countryside. But that doesn't always make it safe.
I do think our rural communities do sometimes get forgotten, because generally what you'll see on the TV screens is the problems that the inner cities face. But my colleagues policing the rural environments are vulnerable.
When an officer is assaulted in an urban area, urgent assistance is often only round the corner. But for rural officers under attack, backup can be many miles away.
You cannot get away from the fact that in some rural communities, the criminal is not feeling that there is the deterrent that there used to be.
In Newbury, Lucy Gray has been a response officer for 11 years.
Newbury as a place is actually, in the grand scheme of West Berkshire, not really a violent place.
John O'Donovan transferred from the Metropolitan Police to Thames Valley 4 years ago.
Policing in a big city is a different challenge to policing somewhere like Newbury or West Berkshire. The wider area is very, very rural. You go out into the country, essentially, which was something I wasn't used to. Lots and lots of green fields.
It was a late shift, if I remember rightly, which starts at 5 in the afternoon and finishes at 4 in the morning. Johnny and I were crewed together and we were given the call sign Foxtrot Bravo.
It was, I thought, just an ordinary sort of night shift.
I'll probably take a turn through the town, see what it's like.
Yeah. I don't remember there being an awful lot going on that evening. Then we got a call to go and assist. Reports were a male up in the secluded place, possibly having crashed a van and possibly being drunk, so kind of thinking through sort of drink drive offences. Young child there, so you're thinking about her welfare.
And the call essentially was from a member of the public who had been on Coombe Gibbet, which is a very remote part of our area. It's quite high up.
It's essentially a big hill where they used to hang people.
It's really, really remote. So as we came around the corner by the gibbet and along, just in the distance we saw an outline of 2 people walking towards us, which is why we stopped our car there. And it was a male and a small female child. I wasn't comfortable with the situation. There was something not right about it. It made me a little bit uneasy. When you put the uniform on and you first start doing this job, you do think no one's going to come near you, no one's going to hurt you, because it's like an invincible shield of armour, but it isn't.
We just need to know your name, sir.
My name's Mark Davis.
Mark, come and sit in the cold and we'll sort this out.
I don't need to sit in the car to sort anything out, mate.
It's cold.
I don't need to sit. What investigation do you need to make? I'm not going anywhere, am I?
That potentially you've been drunk in charge of a vehicle.
The common law of the land, right? You need to be investigating a crime. Did you swear an oath? Are you acting in accordance with your oath today?
Of course we are, Mark.
In what way are you acting? Could you repeat the oath to me? Can you remember it?
I don't have to.
I'm asking.
Sir, your behaviour is causing me concern at the moment.
Because I like to be a free man with a free spirit.
You are a free man.
Yeah, you are a free man.
Coat, darling, please.
I've only come across a couple of people in my time in the 10 years, and they class themselves as freemen of the land, and which means they don't recognise police authority or our laws.
Right. Now, what I'm saying to you guys, can we just talk away from my daughter a little bit, guys? Yeah?
And they can be quite difficult because they're quite knowledgeable about law and they can be very argumentative.
I just want to hold my beer, because I'm entitled to hold my beer if I want to hold my beer. Right? Now, what I'm saying to you...
He was just very abrupt and a little bit rude, if anything. It was just all a little bit strange. He did have a can of special brew in his hand.
Did we have a car? We didn't have a car, did we? Are we just walking?
I tried to calm him down, talk to him, and I thought I was having some level of success because he'd stopped and we were talking it over.
That's it.
Where are you walking to then?
We're walking to there, where my mate is going to meet us in the car park.
Right. We had a member of the public
Me and my
call
daughter have
us
been out for walking
saying that
for
she
an
was in a
hour.
car and you
Because-
approached them
Mark,
saying you were
because-
stuck.
It wasn't us.
He had a child with him, which to me made the situation more serious.
And this is your daddy?
Very much other choice, are you?
Because if he had been drink driving with a child, you know, it was a very serious situation, and obviously there were concerns for her welfare.
Do you want to put your coat on?
What
Are you a
I'm
bit
saying to you,
cold?
What I'm saying
Yeah?
to you, Mark, because of information, you've been seen driving a motor vehicle or with a motor vehicle.
He was quite clearly drunk.
Size of that motor
I thought we arrested him on suspicion of drink driving.
You're drunk, you're going to be arrested in charge of that motor vehicle.
So that's what I told him I was doing.
I don't want to spill your beer, so put it
Can we
down.
take it off for a minute?
No, please.
I took the beer can out of his hand and set it on the floor.
Search my pockets if you
No,
can find
Mark.
a coat. I don't want
Mark!
to get
Arrested,
I
mate.
don't want
Otherwise-
none of that. No.
Otherwise, you're going
no.
to get sprayed.
No, I
We
don't want to get
in front of your daughter,
sprayed.
but we will
Let's
do.
I
just-
don't want to get
let's just
sprayed.
do
I don't
this
want to get anything.
properly.
There's a child here, mate.
Yeah, I know.
There's a child here.
You're not
right?
listening
You're not
to
arresting
us,
me.
You're going to
Mark.
get sprayed then, Mark. It's up to
Don't
you.
spray me.
Well, put your
Don't
arms
spray
behind
me.
your back.
Yeah?
Put your arms behind...
Within a split second, he had started punching Johnny to the head with both of his hands, like a complete wild animal. He went from 0 to crazy man in literally a split second.
Spray me! I got a fucking child. Yeah?
Johnny was on the floor and he was on top of Johnny, just punching him to the head over and over and over again.
He was literally just raining down blows.
The only thing I could think to do was to, because his back was towards me and Johnny was on the floor, was to jump on his back and grab a hold of his arms to stop him from punching Johnny. So that's what I did.
And unfortunately, the focus then moves to Lucy.
That's me, dear.
I just remember being punched to the side of the head several times. And I think I sort of went down on the floor and then I felt myself being lifted up. And then there was a loud bang.
I saw this chap smash Lucy's head against the police car.
That's me, dear.
I felt myself being lifted and swung like a battering ram. I literally just remember being on the floor and calling 00 on the radio, because I just knew at that point it had gone past us being able to deal with it ourselves.
Enough!
Fuck off, man! I dare you to spray me.
Unfortunately, there are a small number of people that capture does not affect, and he happened to be one of those people, and it just made him even angrier.
How dare you spray me in front of a kid? You're taking this.
Are you all right, Johnny? Yeah.
Urgent assistance, Gibbet.
I know that my radio got essentially broken in the struggle.
So I had to use my radio to tell the control room what was going on.
The Gibbet has assaulted both of us. He's refusing to come and he's taking the child. He's been sprayed. 721, show me rating. Roger, thank you. Foxtrot Bravo, Trouble 1, welfare check.
I think I'm bleeding.
I remember feeling something cold running down my neck, and initially I thought it was water. And I remember wiping it with my hand, and I looked, and just in the moonlight I could see that it was blood.
Bravo 111, can we have an ambulance, please? I'm bleeding. Sir! You gotta stop now.
You don't spray me.
You don't assault police officers either.
Child!
We knew that we weren't going to get any help for quite some time. It's pitch black, and your thoughts go through your mind. You think, I'm not sure we're gonna come out of this.
But you committed a crime against me. You sprayed me in front of a child.
You've assaulted police officers in front of your child.
No, you sprayed me first. Sprayed me first. It will fuck up this time. Fucking do the thing. Good, fuck up. Fuck off!
Yes, yes!
Yes, fuck off! You're gonna get hurt,
Stay here, Johnny.
away from me!
He took a hold of the hand of the little girl, which he knew would stop us from using force against him.
What, are you going to attack me from behind now?
Still walking behind the male, keeping our distance. The child's in order. We're not going to go hands-on again in case he reacts like he just did.
Oh, you sprayed me with fucking shit! How dare you!
He stops where the track meets the road.
Mark, this is police officers, please stop! Please stop, Mark!
And then a car arrives, with the headlights of a car arrive up the track. And initially, I think it's a police car.
Get back, Johnny. Johnny, get back.
We think, brilliant, somebody's got here to help us.
Is that a police car?
But it wasn't.
Can I give you an index? Hotel Yankee.
Unfortunately, it turns out to be the suspect's friend who's come to pick him up.
Please, sir, don't drive off!
He got into the car with the little girl in the front seat and locked the door.
Stop the car! Turn the engine off! Turn the engine off, now!
You get to the point where you think, well, what can we do now? There are now 2 people here. You know, we're both badly injured.
Turn the engine off, now! Thank you.
Sorry, mate, don't worry, you're doing all right. What's your name?
The engine is turned off.
The suspect gets out of the car, leaving the child in the car, and shuts the door and tells the man to lock the car.
Get hold of the child! Go away with the child!
I'm coming with you guys, come on. But I'm doing it my fucking way, not yours, you pepper spraying pig.
And he follows me around the back of the car. And then he does his Incredible Hulk thing where he's like growling and screaming at me and charging at me, basically.
Just stay there, lock the door! Lock the door!
Get away! You piece of shit! Fuck off, Steve! Get away! No! Get away from my kid!
I'm away. We're away from her.
You
We're
want
away
it!
from
You
her.
want it! You fucking want it!
Safety aspect, there was only kind of so much more we could do there. We knew we had people turning up, but I say we were in no position to take on now 2 people.
If we get back to the car,
Yeah.
stand us.
Yeah.
Right.
We're vulnerable at the moment. You know, his mate's got a car, he's out of the car. We need to get back in our car so that to provide some kind of safety for us.
We just sort of ran her out first.
I remember being back in the car, I knew that I'd sort of taken a lot of blows to the head, but my concern was Lucy, she was bleeding.
I don't know where the blood's going. Oh, it's my head, I think. I hit my head in the car.
Oh
I
shit,
think
you've got loads of it's coming out like your ear.
didn't hit the
Hang
car.
on.
By the time we get to our car and turn it around and come back, he's gone and the car's gone.
Lucy, let's get down to civilization so they can deal with you now. Come on, fuck this. Let's just go get your names.
They're going to be coming up that way on Blue, so it's probably better just to stay here.
I think Johnny was quite shocked, like I say, because he was in the Met Police and he was used to police officers being 5 minutes around the corner to help him. It's the first time he'd found himself in a rural policing situation where there was nobody.
Just very, very pleased to see them. That sort of sensation that we're safe now.
Are you bleeding?
Yeah, it did. He hit my head into the car.
There was no pressure on us anymore to do anything. They could kind of take over, and that was a good feeling.
Where are they now?
We don't
Where's the kid?
In the car. We left them here.
Blue lights everywhere. The whole skyline was lit up with blue lights. A dog handler arrived with a dog to go track. The helicopter, I could hear the helicopter overhead. And it was just all a little bit surreal. They found the car, the vehicle that he'd abandoned.
I know that the offender was arrested, I think, the day afterwards. And I think he just, after the incident, just gone out drinking again, I'm told.
Couldn't understand why it happened. It just seemed so pointless and so unnecessary. And I think I was just quite grateful that we managed to walk away from that, because that's when it started to dawn on me that actually it could have gone really badly wrong.
It is very difficult when you're a victim, because you kind of, I suppose, it almost does undermine your confidence a little bit, because it shouldn't be happening to you. You're meant to be the one who's protecting other people.
To a degree, I think as officers we accept that we will be assaulted. It's not right and it's not okay to assault us, but ultimately, I know that they're not assaulting me personally. It's not me they don't like, it's the uniform that I'm wearing and the job that I'm doing.
For 10 years, until 2017, robbery, which includes muggings, had been on the decline in England and Wales. But that has now changed. Between 2017 and 2018, statistics showed that robbery was up by 11%. Sergeant Carol Whedon has been patrolling the capital for over 10 years. She was working in Hackney, northeast London, when she stumbled across a street robbery.
I've been in the police force for just over 10 years now. When I first joined, I felt it was more of a vocation, so not just a job. You're going to be helping people in times of crisis, and you're going to be dealing with some very difficult things. When you work on response, you're dealing with people who you're seeing people sometimes not at their best, and because people have been, not very rational sometimes, you're going to get that perception and feel like people hate the police. And it wasn't until I went to neighbourhoods that I actually began to realise actually people don't hate the police, they actually like the police, and a lot more than I realised. Stoke Newington is an amazing place. It's very diverse, very vibrant. There's many different communities. You do swing from quite severe deprivation to very kind of wealthy extremes, and it's busy. It's just constant. It's like 24/7. On the day, it was quite busy. So I thought, right, I'm just going to pop out, go to the local supermarket and just get myself something, because within this job sometimes there's not a moment sometimes where you can do that. It was quite dark actually, because it was winter time, it was January, and I'm kind of poodling along, looking around a little bit as I do, and the next thing I could hear quite a loud commotion. It was a knife point robbery. And then the next thing I could see a male running towards me with a bike, really desperately trying to get on the bike. He's then seen me, and then he's taken a kind of a bend across the busy road outside Stoke Newington Police Station. So I've given chase. At that point, put on the radio, foot chase. As we've got across the road, he's then gone towards what I realised later was a barber's, but I could see a shop, it was illuminated. Caught up with him, and I've just literally kind of put my body into him to try and, stop him and find out what's going on. And at that point, he's turned around, and from nowhere, I felt something going to my arm. Didn't register it. And then it happened so quick. And then as I've turned around, he's tried to go again towards the face and neck. The thing I remember is his eyes. And even though it happened in what would be seconds, is the fact that he, before he'd done it, almost felt quite calmly, just the stare, just looking at me, focused, calm, and then the swing into my arm. And then going again and just missing my face and my neck. I remember taking a step back and thinking, whoa. And off he went again. I think I've been stabbed on the radio.
The radio was intermittent. You couldn't make out a great deal of what was saying. It was a bit like being on a mobile phone where you kind of hear every other word. And I think I remember hearing Carol say, someone's tried to stab me.
But I thought, not having this. Off I went again. I don't know why, it was probably the most ridiculous thing to do, but I thought, no, it's not right. I'm not having this. Gave chase.
The whole police station pretty much was running through the back door, trying to get out. We've gone left, some other people have gone right to try and find where she was because we couldn't hear anything.
I could see up the top of the road there was a member of the public, and I could see the young male that I'd been struggling with, but the man had managed to get the knife off of him and he was holding him and he was just struggling. I'm thinking, OK, got to get up there. Got to him. I remember, trying to get my cuffs out.
You'd see members of the public pointing towards the middle of the road, about 200 yards down. When we got there, I could see that Carol was holding onto a male on his bike.
Managed to get him cuffed, and I said, sounds really stupid, but I said, why did you try and stab me? Why did you do that? And he just calmly turned round. He said, because you wouldn't let me get away. Some of my colleagues, they took over. We thankfully found the victim's phone. And I went back to the station. I just remember sitting at the desk thinking, I've still got my baked potato. And my colleagues said, are you OK? And the thing that you say is, yes, I am, but actually you're not, because you haven't fully processed everything. It wasn't until a good few months later, going to work, and the slow drip feeding kind of in my mind and the processing of what had happened. Dealing with this assault just tipped us over the edge. It kind of broke me really. What I realised was that with the simplest of momentary action, I could have been dead. And what it made me realise after was that I hadn't even prepared not to come home that day. I hadn't prepared to say goodbye to my kids. You realise you haven't got your affairs in order, and you don't want to be a drama queen, but you don't expect. People may feel this is naive, but you don't expect to go out and possibly not come home again. The judge recorded, recognised I had been stabbed, even though it hadn't gone through my arm. It wasn't a slashing. He had stabbed me. It was just fortunate that it hadn't gone right through or penetrated the arm. For the first time, the events were recognised. I got contacted probably a year ago asking me if I would meet with the perpetrator. Now, at that time, I didn't want to, and I felt really angry, and I've kind of revisited that, and I've got a meeting soon with restorative justice. Yeah, no, been 11 years now in the job.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Most offenders don't really meet the people that they have harmed, so this process, it's humanising for them. They can understand the impacts of what's happened.
I just really wanted to know why did he leave his house that day with the knife? Okay. But also, what's the reality of what's been invested in him now to kind of prevent the likelihood, really?
What, prevent him re-offending?
Yeah.
This will help. Behind each police officer there is an individual and they have different circumstances which mean that a crime against them impacts on them in different ways. And this is just one process that we can offer them that might help them to move on from being victims of crime.
I think the process may give me an opportunity to have a voice, to be able to, as an independent person, be able to say how it's affected me, that ordinarily, even through a victim impact statement, you don't get.